When you think of top Halloween destinations, Salem, Massachusetts undoubtedly comes to mind.
But did you know that just a broom's ride away lies Marblehead, a hidden gem of Hocus Pocus filming locations?
Let's have a bud! No thanks, I don't smoke.
Was one day enough time to see both towns? Let's light the sucker and meet the old broads.
Oh my gosh, and we had cookies so good that they could have cast a spell on us.
What?
Oh my god.
We made sure to see all the filming locations from Hocus Pocus.
Rich people.
Because nothing says spooky season quite like the Sanderson sisters.
And this is part 2 of our fall New England road trip series.
We're headed up to the coast of Maine, exploring its picturesque coastline.
Then we're making our way through New Hampshire and Vermont, where nobody does fall better.
So stay tuned for a week-long adventure that captures the essence of New England in the fall and hopefully inspires you to plan your own perfect New England trip.
Where are we?
We are in Salem, Massachusetts, and we're at the Hocus Pocus house, Max Dennison's house.
Well, it's definitely as busy as it was before.
Busier.
But yeah, so the last time we were here, the owner, and it very well could be somebody else now, but the owner of the house actually had movie props, and she had the jacket that the motorcycle guy had.
You even had like the Sanderson's cape.
Yeah, someone else could just own the house now. We did get a nice little Polaroid somebody took of us. Nothing really too exciting down this road, but we're gonna go to the Pioneer Village right now, which is the opening scene. Also Thackeray's house, you know, when he was human form, of course. And when the guy was like, "Away, beast." Turn out good.
Is that good?
Yeah. The address to this house is 4 Ocean Avenue because, I don't know. But yeah, look at that.
Because that's what they decided to number it.
That's what they decided to number it. Remember when all the witches were come little children?
Hey!
They were walking
Hey,
down
you guys! Don't listen to her!
right there up to Max's house. And if you remember, the top of Max's house freaking
Blew out.
blows. Yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah, Pioneer Village, here we come. Let us in.
This is the way things have been going.
This is closed, and I know for a fact that we were here
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday at like 5:30 last time, and it was open. So
And it was free.
yeah, so this is the this is the Pioneer Village here in Salem. It is the opening scene on Hocus Pocus. Things weren't as busy last time.
No.
Nothing was as busy. Like we couldn't even find a parking spot in actual Salem near the actual witch house. So
I feel like traffic has doubled
oh, absolutely.
from
It
like
was
3 years ago.
yeah, and we were here on a Sunday evening too. So I mean, nothing has changed as far, and pretty much
And
the
it's the
same
same-
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah, it was the same weekend.
Like
so
exactly the same.
yeah, but just for purposes of the Salem vlog, I'm gonna put our footage in from the last time because we had a really good time in here. It was really cool to see, like, I mean, all those old houses that are still like intact, and you can actually peek your head in
There's
and
even
look.
some beds in there.
Yeah, beds and everything. It's very neat. So enjoy the footage because we enjoyed it last time.
Zachary Banks.
All right, we found $30 parking, and we found
Only parking.
it was the only parking, and it was full earlier. But we are at we're in Salem right now, so tons of people. The haunted happenings, I think it goes on only on the weekends in October, so it makes sense. We're gonna go over to Allison's house, the actual witch house, and then I'm not sure what else. She wants these cookies.
Goodnight Fatty.
Yeah, so we're hoping we can find those, but we'll see. I think we'd be able to.
That right there is the Old Town Hall. That's where they had their Halloween party
Yeah.
on Hocus Pocus.
This town hall where that party was, this is where Max busted up on stage, ripped the microphone out of the singer's hand,
Hey, cut the music, cut the music!
And tried to point out the Sanderson sisters.
pointed him out by saying 300 years ago today, the Sanderson sisters bewitched people, and they're back again tonight, and they're right over there.
But they're here tonight! They're right over there!
You know what they did?
Well, they laughed.
laughed.
They laughed in his face.
Hey man, I'm serious.
He could have literally
Saved the night.
earlier in the movie, but that wouldn't have made for a very good movie, so thank goodness they didn't believe him.
That And if you know,
What?
wiggle your nose.
I didn't know that.
Yes? Well, if you know, you know.
Thank you. That's a good one. We are in front of the witch house. So this house actually is the last remaining structure that had ties to the witch trials.
And the judge. It's like Judge Jonathan or something.
Judge Joe Brown.
He lived here.
Yeah, it'll take you.
Judge Joe Brown did?
No!
Oh.
I think it was like Judge Jonathan something.
Oh yeah. Just walking like 3 houses down to Allison's house. So the thing about Allison's house is where Max and Danny end up. This is pretty much where the journey begins of the movie. But you know Allison, the one with the wicked sweet yabos.
Wow. Check out this house.
Rich people.
Rich people. Went to Max's house, went to Allison's house, went to the actual witch house, and
Pioneer Village.
tried to go to Pioneer Village. It was closed. But
Oh, and we saw City Hall.
oh, and City Hall from Hocus Pocus. Yeah, and now we're gonna go to, what's it called?
Goodnight Fatties.
Okay, what is it? Desserts? Cookies. Okay,
They're big cookies.
big cookies. Okay, that's where we're heading right now.
What?
Oh my gosh.
So we got 3 cookies. We got the Mummy Fatty, Caramel Brownie Oreo Fatty, and the Bunch of Crunch Fatty. Alright, you know the rule. 1 bite. So make it big. Alright, this one. Ooh, these are warm.
Oh, they're warm?
Very. I mean, like they're like fall apart.
Yeah.
So this one is the Mummy Fatty.
The mummy.
So let me. That was worth the wait. That was really good.
The wait, probably half hour or more.
45 at least.
45 minutes, yeah, it was a pretty long line. But it was very cool in there. And I mean, it was $3.50 a cookie, so that's not too bad. I mean, for what they are, I think it's pretty good. It's as good as a Chips Ahoy in the microwave. That was the Bunch of Crunch? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the Mummy. Is that the one we thought was gonna be the best?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the best. Actually, where we're at right now, this is Salem Common, and this is actually in Hocus Pocus. This played as the school and stuff, where they were like walking and riding bikes in the beginning.
The old school.
The school, but right here.
Oh, this is where Max and Allison, they walk and talk, and she hands him his number back.
What a savage move. But yeah, it's right here. A fun fact about that school, it actually stopped being a functioning school in 1992 that allowed them to film there. All right, well, that wraps up our time in Salem.
We might be back tomorrow.
We might be back tomorrow to finish up some of the things we didn't get a chance to do today. But right now, we're gonna head back to our hotel and go to dinner. You stay classy, Salem. $10.
You don't realize how exciting that is, because we thought it was going to be 30. Look at those. That's the first smile I've seen on his face all day.
No, I've been. Wait, what?
Like your little ticket.
This should save us $20. I'm back here.
Oh, you're back there.
I bet you were like, oh my gosh, you're gonna get him getting in the front seat, and I was in the back seat. Surprise!
I was going to win a Sundance with that shot.
I know.
All right.
What are you, Billy Walsh?
That would be a huge compliment.
Have you seen Meta Ian?
Hey, everybody's allowed to have a bad one.
Okay, we got on the border chicken tacos, pineapple salsa. Is it good? Then I got Southwest chicken tacos.
Really good.
Yeah, they're so good. I haven't even tasted them yet. I know you're probably thinking, is Michael even here? Yes, I'm here, and I'm gonna eat a black bean. Oh my gosh, the black bean is incredible. Oh, and the salsa right here.
The next morning.
Good morning from Duncan. We are heading to Marblehead right now. It's also the graveyard scene in Hocus Pocus. And then we're gonna maybe tie some things up in Salem that we didn't get to finish yesterday. So that's where we're heading right now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh. Oh, and we just had our hash browns.
And a maple frosted donut.
I did not partake in that. But the...
If I see maple frosted donut, I always partake.
Oh, you do?
That's my favorite.
Okay, that's her thing. All right, well, we're back in Salem. It was really crazy last night, and we drove by, well, we were driving to Marblehead, and we drove right by like the Ropes Mansion and the Witch House, so it wasn't as busy, so we're gonna try to get another photo. That's just how it is when it's really, really busy, so that's what we're doing now. Setting up the tripod that time.
Highly recommend. Okay.
Yes.
If you want like the hustle and bustle and the fun, definitely come on the weekend.
The weekend in October, because it is haunted happenings.
But if you want like no traffic and like to see everything and not have to like stand in line, then
be here
come
in the
on
morning.
The weekend or weekdays in the morning.
Yeah. So I mean, Monday morning we were good.
We were here last night, but you couldn't really see it, and we wanted to see it in the daylight. So this is the school. Hocus Pocus.
And then this is right here. I know we talked about last night. This is where Allison gave Max his number back. And after they locked the Sanderson sisters in the kiln and they thought they destroyed them, this is where they were jumping and Thackeray's out and they did a cartwheel. Woo!
Oh, poor. That was horrible. You need practice.
Okay, and we got to recreate it. So Abby's got to do a cartwheel too.
Okay. It's like, yay!
Wow.
Oh.
That was really good. She's a good cartwheeler. Oh my gosh, that was a good cartwheel. But yeah, so we've kind of lived out our Hocus Pocus thing now. We saw Max's house, we saw Allison's house, we saw the school, we saw the little common area right here. We saw Town Hall.
Where the Halloween party was.
Where the Halloween party was. We are going to the old burial ground still.
Yeah.
So these are all the spots here in Salem for Hocus Pocus filming.
There's your class.
That's so cool. Must be a big change for you. LA, Hollywood, Salem. Hey, Hollywood! Well,
Take two.
Pioneer Village is closed again. We're not gonna be able to do it this time.
So I'd make note of that. Weekends only, and it's like,
Yeah,
what, like noon to 4?
yeah, noon to 4, something silly like that. But unless that's just this year, but it looks like that's actually the new hours of operation on the sign.
Because there was never like a gate that like
No.
locked you out.
There was a gate, but it never like, we were there late. I mean, it was like 6:30 on a Sunday night we were there. You can park in the park right by the Pioneer Village, and then Max's house is only like maybe a 3-minute walk. I mean, technically if you want to be a rule breaker, you can drive around the gates where it says resident parking only, but you know, we play by the rules, we play it safe, you know, because we didn't come down here to get ticketed, you know what I mean? I just took a DNA test and it turns out I'm 100% that witch.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah. I know. I know. I know. We are now in the old Burial Hill Cemetery. This is where Max was riding his bike when Jay and Ernie were in the
He doesn't
graveyard.
go by Ernie anymore. He goes by Ice.
Oh yeah. You're supposed to turn your head with ice in the back of your head.
This is ice.
Anyways, this is where they filmed that scene right here. And that little gravestone and then that plaque right there was the
It's definitely grown up.
yeah,
and,
it's
like,
definitely grown up
more
from
mossy,
but I mean, we're going on close to 30 years.
30 years. Oh my
bro.
gosh.
Anyways, we're here right now. It's actually located in Marblehead, so this isn't in Salem, but I mean, it's only like a 15-minute drive. So if you're here, it's definitely worth
It's
it.
a cute town.
Yeah.
Got any cash? Hollywood?
No.
Whoa! Check out the new cross trainers.
Thank you, they actually are new. I got them this week. Thanks for noticing.
Let's have a bud. No thanks, I don't smoke. They're very health conscious in Los Angeles.
One thing I never knew, I just thought it was decorative, is on the headstones, like a lot of times you'll see like a skeleton and wings. I don't know, like a willow or maybe like crossbones, but each design like represents a different, like who they were or what kind of person that they were or how they died. Like even like small little shoes, maybe if they're like tipped over, it means like a child died, or if mortar, that they were a doctor. So yeah, it kind of tells the story of like who they were as a person, which I thought was really, really cool. It's not just a headstone. All right, so Michael flew the drone and we got some drone shots. But if you remember when Max was riding his bike, what looked like kind of up the cemetery hill, I don't think that was in the cemetery, because
yeah, there's no way you can wield a bicycle in that.
All of the like headstones and everything, there's no possible way. But literally right across the street, there's a park. What was this park called?
Forest Hill.
Forest Park?
Forest Park.
And if you look at it, this is exactly...
Picture me pedaling.
Other direction.
Picture me pedaling.
Up the hill. Yeah. So that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
So they just shot that part, and then Jay and Ice and Max.
There's a beautiful view of Marblehead up here too, like the town and the harbor, and like I saw it on the internet, but tons of ships in the harbor, and they must just stay there all the time. But beautiful shot. Okay, now off to Portland, Maine. I'll do it again. Ready? Rich people. Are you? I thought you were
we're doing it together.
Which one's the? If you want. Vlog. This is a lame vlog, way to open it, isn't it? Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. And be sure to stick around for the next video where we head up to Portland, Maine. That'll get their attention.